The transfer window is open and I've got a blank squad in FIFA 22. And I was thinking I could build a team around summer transfers. That'd be pretty cool. But then I thought, no. Why don't we build a team around the worst transfers of all time? Let's get into it. Come on the boys. Starting off with the first one, there's no one else who could have gone into this spot. It's going to be none other than Kepa. Kepa joined Chelsea for £72 million. Unfortunately for Chelsea though, he turned out to be one of the worst goalkeepers in Chelsea's history, if not in Premier League history itself. Madness. Going with the first centre-back, there's only one man who I can put in here, and it is going to be Harry Maguire. Maguire joined Manchester United for a record fee of £80 million. He's gone on to become club captain for United. Arguably, you could say that this one's not really a flop, but realistically, £80 million for Maguire, with his only skill being that he's got a head like a fridge. Look at the size of it. Moving into the next one is going to be Mustafi, who joined Arsenal from Valencia. At the time, Mustafi was one of the best players in La Liga. After starting at Arsenal, fans were left confused on why the club had purchased this player. Mustafi, I wish things worked out for you, mate, but it just wasn't to be. I mean, he's doing alright now. He's back in La Liga. He's just chilling now. He's just chilling. Moving into the next centre-back, it's going to be someone who actually plays at centre defensive mid. And you might be quite surprised about this one. You may not even know that this one was a flop, but it's actually going to be Veron, who is actually an icon moments in this game. Veron joined Manchester United from Lazio for a record club fee of £28 million. Things just didn't work out for Veron at United. The pace of English football really took its toll on the player, and his performances took a serious nosedive. If we take a look at his icon profile, he played at a lot of different teams, but Man United and Chelsea probably wants to forget about for him. If you want any coins, make sure to click the link in the description and check out Mule Factory. Use that code at checkout, LE5CHEAP. Moving into the centre mid positions, we're going to be going for the first player, who was actually my favourite player growing up. Now, I support Wigan Athletic, but this guy just, I don't know what it was. I was absolutely obsessed with him.
No, don't make it gay.
Michael Owen was a Liverpool legend. However, in 2009, Owen joined Manchester United. He played 31 games for Manchester United and unfortunately only scored 5 goals. Liverpool fans still hold a grudge against Owen. It's really bad, you know, because at Liverpool, he was unreal. Real Madrid, he was unreal. For England, he was unreal. And then he just went and threw it all away by joining Manchester United. Why did you do it? Moving into the next one, it's going to be someone who is actually one of the legends of football who you weren't expecting to see in this list. It is going to be Kaka. In 2009, Kaka joined Real Madrid from AC Milan. He had a really tough time getting used to football in Madrid. He joined the team for €68 million, making him the world's most expensive footballer at the time. But it soon became evident that Kaka's best years were unfortunately behind him. Kaka was then sold back to Milan in 2013 on what was essentially a free deal. It's such a shame as well, because he was such a good player, but it just didn't work out at Madrid, and you know what? It really is what it is. Sticking with the same theme of Madrid though, let's move on to the left mid position, and we are going to be going for Eden Hazard. Eden Hazard was one of the best players in the Premier League at the time, which eventually earned him a move to Real Madrid in 2019 for an approximate fee of €100 million. The weird thing is, Madrid could have waited 1 year and got him on a free. He faced a number of injuries, he lost fitness, and ultimately he lost a lot of his skill, and it's a massive shame because things haven't worked out for Hazard. But if you watch the Premier League a lot, you know that this guy was an absolute baller back in his day. Moving on to the right mid position, it's going to be Di Maria, currently at PSG and doing absolute bits there, but when he went to Manchester United, it was a completely different story. He joined Manchester United from Real Madrid in 2014 for an approximate transfer fee of £60 million. He started well at Manchester United, winning Player of the Month and Goal of the Month in September. But unfortunately, his form declined quickly, and he left just after 1 season for a loss of over £15 million. Things didn't work out at United, but realistically, I bet Di Maria's not bothered. He's doing absolute bits at PSG now. He doesn't care, man. Moving into the cam position, it's going to be someone who is doing absolute bits. Absolute scenes at Aston Villa, but when he went to Barcelona, Coutinho was one of the worst transfers of all time. When Neymar left Barcelona, they quickly wanted to replace him with someone else. They paid £105 million, potentially rising to £142 million for Philippe Coutinho from Liverpool. He didn't play too bad, to be honest, but as time went on, his form declined. He eventually went back to Barcelona and he was unsellable due to his wages. And that was until Aston Villa took him back on loan, and since then he has been doing absolute bits, and things seem to have changed for Coutinho. He's looking like the player that he once was. So let's move into those striker positions. We're going to be going with someone else who has a bit of a Liverpool tie. It's going to be none other than Benteke Benteke.
What?
Yes, you heard that right. Christian Benteke once played for Liverpool. He joined Liverpool from Aston Villa. He was an Aston Villa legend. However, at his time with Liverpool, he didn't really perform too well, scoring 9 goals in 30 appearances. And after a season, he was sold to Crystal Palace. And then moving to the next position in this team, it is going to be none other, the biggest transfer flop in world football. I cannot think of anyone worse than this. He was so bad. Fernando Torres. Fernando Torres was one of the best strikers that the world had ever seen, ripping it up at Atletico Madrid, Liverpool and many more. However, when he moved to Chelsea for 50 million, things took a turn for the worse. Whilst he did score 45 times for Chelsea, he never scored more than 8 goals in a Premier League season. Things just never worked out at Chelsea for Torres and eventually he moved on. However, I mentioned before that we have to win a game, and if we can't win a game with this team, I have to discard the full team. Let's get into it. Owen, Coutinho. Oh! Silky skills. Oh no! Oh, it's silky. It's silky. It is so silky. I don't know what's just happened, but we've got the win. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to click here and go and watch another one. You will absolutely love it. Oosh.